Hey, 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 you beautiful twin flames. How are you today? If you haven't got a cuppa yet, we're going to pause the video. Ready? Did you get one? You did. You didn't. One day, all of the viewers at the same time are going to pause the video and get a cuppa, and then everything will be right within the world. Now, someone beautiful is here to see you today, and it's not Donkey, and it's not Charlotte. Charlotte's having a spa day. It's Harry. And Harry had a fight with Cookie, and Cookie is kind of sooking at the moment because Harry said that he gets all the attention, didn't you, Harry? And I'm not supposed to be telling everyone. Oh, okay, whoops, sorry. Am I in trouble? I am in trouble. Okay, you want to give everyone a telepathic message? Alrighty. Harry says, focus in on my eye. It's something related to your twin flame journey. Okay. Harry, seems like a long message. Okay. Have you thought about it? You did. You thought about it for too long. All right. So he's going to tell me what it is now. Wow. Can I really say that to them, do you think? All right. I'm just going to put Harry down here for a minute. Your divine masculine is sexy, hot, and in love with you. Your divine masculine is sexy, hot, and in love with you. Is that right? That's right. Apparently that's right. Okay. Harry is going to go back into timeout now because he's been put in timeout by Charlotte for being mean to Cookie, which is kind of good, isn't it? It's not good. There's no TV. You can't use your phone. Okay. I don't know how you use the TV and your phone without any arms and legs anyway. Okay, that was inappropriate. Alrighty, so Harry's saying goodbye. He's going back into timeout for a little while. For every minute of his age, for every year of his age, he spends a minute in timeout. Okay. Whew. Okay, good. Harry's all sorted. Charlotte's got her... Is that what you call it? When someone's got a thumbprint in someone's forehead? I don't know. I don't know what that's called. Alrighty, today I was going to do a tarot reading, but I think we kind of need a concept video. So I'm going to do a concept video. So if you didn't pause the video and get a cuppa or some snacks or something, go and do that. And the first thing I want to bring up is a beautiful, beautiful song, which I'll try and link today at some stage. So, you know, if you haven't subscribed and you want to subscribe, do that. Tap the bell for notifications so that anytime I upload something, I try and upload daily, at least once a day. So then you'll know, you know. All right, so this song is coming through. A really great twin flame song. An oldie but a goodie. I like to say it's called Belinda Carlisle, Vision of You. This is the first message coming through. And this is the divine feminine trying to speak to her masculine. And some of the words I think you'll find quite poignant. Nobody's touch feels like your touch. Nobody gets to me that much. Nobody's kiss moves me inside. And I have no place left to hide. Tell me, what can I do? I have a vision of you. Did I walk? Did you run? What's the way to love someone? Oh, my darling, did we know what it meant when we let go? And then the bridge goes, how can a candle ever burn so bright, casting a shadow on my life? I am blinded by your light, even without you. Okay, so this song is bringing the feeling of the twin flame journey back again. Quite often, because many of us have had 3D relationships, third dimensional relationships. Let's just say that again and then go, ooh, ready? Third dimensional relationships. Ooh. Some of them can be wonderful, but there is a big but. The twin flame journey is a heart to heart, soul to soul, intuitive or telepathic connection. Okay, so I'm writing things down today because I want you to store them in your subconscious mind as well as your conscious mind. Okay, your twin flame journey is a heart to heart, soul to soul, intuitive or telepathic third eye connection with your counterpart. Okay, so if you're trying to bring in the rules of a dating relationship, of a third dimensional reality relationship, it's not going to work. Okay. A little story is, okay, this might help. I like to give an analogy sometimes. Okay, so have you ever dated a guy, let's say for the divine feminine, take gender how it resonates, but have you ever dated just a normal regular guy and everything seemed like it was going fine, and there was this, the same bubble love phase happens where you're feeling the feels and everything feels great, and so you get into a relationship, and then after a few months things start changing. So perhaps in the beginning he was, I don't know, taking you out on dates, taking you to dinner, maybe, I don't know, do men write poetry anymore? Is chivalry dead? I don't know. But maybe he was doing some special things for you. Maybe he was cooking breakfast for you sometimes. Or maybe he was inviting you places more often. Or you were doing stuff together. You could have gone to the zoo. You might have, I don't know, had breakfast together often. You might have, even if you were both working, you just managed to do it. And then all of a sudden, after, let's say, 8 months in this particular scenario, it just kind of went dead. And the passion was gone. Like, just, I don't know. You just see in them, I don't know, all these habits, or, I don't know, they burp after they eat, or they they make this chewing sound. Or they leave their dirty laundry on the floor, and you visited their house and you were shocked to see that they had 18 years worth of laundry built up. Or that their mother still does their laundry or something. I don't know. You just have all these little things that start to annoy you. And if you're married and you've been in a marriage for many years, you'll know that you have these, I like to call them pet peeves. It's like these, it's just an expression. It just means things that piss you off in general about someone else. So, that could be leaving their laundry around, I don't know, making a sandwich on the bench and not cleaning up after themselves, or I don't know, singing in a yucky, bad, off-key tune while they're in the shower, or I don't know, let's say you had a shower at their house or something and they turn the tap on and don't consider you in some way and you know what I mean? So there could be a million different things, perhaps I don't know, they forget to brush their hair, or they mimic you, or they just do something. You can write in the comments what happens to you perhaps in these 3D relationships. And why do I call them 3D relationships? Because usually when we have these relationships, we were in third dimensional consciousness, as in we probably weren't awake. Or if we are awake and we're still in one of these, there's a disconnect between where you are in your current journey of life and the mindset of the other person. So here we go with the bad drawings. Okay. So for those of you who are in a relationship with someone now, okay, and this could be, your mother or your brother or your cousin, any relationship, as in you're in a relationship with all the people in your life. But everyone has a kind of perspective in their own consciousness, that they resonate with, all right? And so if someone's in third dimensional consciousness and someone's in fifth dimensional consciousness, there can be this disconnect. So there can be this feeling of not that someone's better than you, but that someone else is not understanding of you. Okay? Because more likely than not, if you're spiritually awake, you will have needs that are different to someone who isn't. Okay, so the physical world will become less important to you in the way of perhaps earning lots of money, or in the way of having a presence on Instagram and showing off your body in a bikini or something like that. You won't be longing to do that kind of stuff. You won't be desperate to take photos of your dinner and show the world what you ate, perhaps. Not that that's a bad thing, but you've just got different needs now because you're more spiritually awake. Because as you go within, okay, as you discover what's going on within inside of yourself, you understand that there's a whole nother world that goes on inside of you, a whole nother perspective of life and reasoning that occurs within the brain and within the heart space, and then they link up together to create this fifth dimensional consciousness and above. Okay, so I guess what's important to note here is that even if we are awake, we can still come down in our vibration. And I'm going to say awake. We can still come down in our vibration when we get tired or angry or upset or something like that. Something can trigger us and we can come back down in vibration. And then we might resonate with those people who are also in that vibration. But as we ascend higher, our consciousness wants to hang around with people in a higher consciousness, if you get what I mean. Okay. So this is sometimes what happens to twin flames who are already in relationships, romantic relationships with other people, is that they thought everything was fine in their current relationship or circumstance. Then they meet their twin flame and realize the absolute bliss and difference of being with someone who is meant for them, let me say. And then they go, oh no, What do I do now? And this doesn't just happen if they're in a romantic relationship with someone. This can also happen with their family members or friends. You know, there's this feeling of wanting to cut out people in your life who you no longer resonate. Maybe they're still, I don't know, smoking drugs or drinking lots of alcohol, or, you know, abusing themselves in some kind of way. And because you understand the importance of nurturing the self, perhaps you do yoga or meditation or prayer or some kind of daily practice that nurtures your soul and your body, then what happens is you really begin to understand that there is more. Okay, and so you won't be guided to spend time with people who don't resonate with you anymore. Okay, so what I want to move on to now is this understanding of perspective. Okay, so as we ascend and as our vibration increases, okay, as our vibration increases, so will our emotional fulfillment increase. Okay, that means that you'll be able to experience joy on a day-to-day basis. That means you'll be able to experience happiness. That means you'll be able to experience those higher emotions that make you feel good. Okay, so as your vibration increases, so too will your feeling within you. Okay, now as your vibration decreases, okay, then there will be negative emotions and feelings associated with that. So if you're not feeling good, you know, if you're feeling some of the lower emotions like sadness, anxiety, depression, fear, I don't know, jealousy, judgment, what else could you be feeling? Anger, etc. Then this denotes that you're in a lower vibration. Okay, and your soul frequency is of course a high vibration, as is your divine counterpart. Okay, and that's a frequency all on its own. So let's just say you both are at 97. Right, you're both the same soul, okay? So you both, if you were a radio station, let's just say your soul frequency is 97.5 FM. Okay, so here's you, and here's your twin flame. Okay, and you've both got that same frequency, all right? So we've got the vibration that we resonate at can go up and down. There's a vibration that we resonate that can go up and down. But there's also a frequency, okay? So the vibration that we resonate up and down with is changeable. Okay, this is why people say, as an example, Jesus was supposed to be vibrating in the in 8D, right? And you know, many of the people around you that you know and love, unfortunately, are still in the 3D. You know, they're in the, I like to say they're in the matrix, and they're still involved in lower vibrational activities like taking drugs, perhaps porn addiction, sex addiction, crime, lying, you know, all of that. And here's my throat chakra going crazy. Yeah, all of that lower dimensional, lower vibrational, I meant to say, stuff. Okay, but twin flame, so So people who aren't twin flames can vibrate at all these different levels, just as twin flames can. Twin flames also have a frequency of their own that they need to be tuned into or tapped into so that they can feel their twin. So if you've ever done any meditation practice or spiritual practice or religious practice, and then after you've done it, you kind of go, oh, I'm feeling good and I can feel my twin. Wow, I can feel them around me. It's because you've literally tuned your dial into that proper frequency that is the essence of your soul. All right. Now, if someone annoys you in the physical world, you know, you're vibrating up here, also tuned into this frequency, and then someone gets mad at you or says something to you or whatever, I don't know, to trigger you, then your vibration can come down and you can lose your signal to that frequency that you're supposed to be tuned into as a twin flame. Okay, so it's always there and available to you, but the dial, you might be turning it to 88.1. You see what I mean? Excuse me, wow. So, to stay higher in vibration means that it's easier to tune into the frequency that is your twin flame. If you're finding yourself in a lower vibrational state, and you'll know this because of your emotions, right, then you know that you need to come up again. All right, so let me just write down some of the emotions that you'll be feeling if you come back down to the third dimensional consciousness. Okay. So in 3D, which I like to call third dimensional consciousness, it is a consciousness, a perspective. Okay. We're going to have anger, jealousy, judgment, perhaps sadness, fear, loneliness, even depression, and unfortunately illness can be there too. Okay, illness occurs when this vibration is kept low for a long period of time, and there are of course many illnesses that you can get because as you stay in this third dimensional consciousness, you also block off the chakra system, which means energetically you're not getting the right amount of energy to your body, which can cause illness. Okay. So, in fifth dimensional consciousness, you're going to feel a joy from within. Okay. You're going to be happy. You're going to be motivated. You're going to feel perhaps even charitable. You might even be laughing a lot or telling really bad jokes. You will be expressing love to self and others, but you would not be over giving to anyone. You wouldn't be overextending yourself. Okay, so 5D or fifth dimensional consciousness and above. Here we go. This is the list. So joy within, you'll be happy, motivated, charitable, perhaps. I can't read backwards. Laughing, you'd be giving love to self and others. And of course, your consciousness can go higher than fifth dimensional consciousness. And you might be saying, well, hang on a minute, we've gone from 3D to 5D. Where is fourth dimensional consciousness? I always say that fourth dimensional consciousness is kind of a weird place where you transition from the third dimensional consciousness into fifth dimensional consciousness and above. And I would also reserve this fourth dimensional place for it's like this in-between place where perhaps, you know, astral travel and psychic mediumship and all of this other interdimensional stuff can occur. And so that's a whole nother video. I don't really want to go into that today because I don't want to confuse you. And I want you to understand that as you stay in this fifth dimensional consciousness and above, you'll notice the change and the shift in the energy around you, and you'll notice that things will start coming to you rather than you having to chase them. And this also includes your twin flame. Although if you want to energetically know how to attract your twin flame, I would suggest that you contact me and get my 1 hour instructional video on manifesting your twin flame. All right. So today we've learned that twin flames have a frequency of their own radio station that they tune into, and my radio station and my twin flame's radio station is different to your radio station and your twin flame's radio station. And of course I'm using radio station as a metaphor, not a true literal meaning, just to explain this concept. All right, so you've got a frequency and you also have a vibration that can go up and down, as you well know. Okay, a great example of a vibration that can go up and down is a child that's happy as Larry. You've just given it food and perhaps milk if it's a baby or something like that, and it's fantastic, happy, ready to go to sleep. And then a big bang occurs. I don't know, maybe someone's having a party next door or something, and your sleeping baby goes from being all beautiful and peaceful and serene to crying and screaming and not being very happy at all. And so this is what can happen when you move from fifth dimensional consciousness and above back down into the third dimensional consciousness. And in fact, you can kind of feel swallowed up when you start being in third dimensional consciousness, because your whole perspective of your world will change. Because if you're angry, you're going to look at things in a far different light to if you were happy. If you're jealous, the same thing would happen. If you're being judgmental, of course, you would be talking about others and, you know, I don't know, getting on social media, getting angry at people, and, you know, all that whole thing that happens when people get judgmental and angry. Experiencing sadness or fear is also part of this third dimensional consciousness. And it's why people stay stuck for so long, because they feel unmotivated. And of course, this can turn into major depression or anxiety over time. Loneliness is also a third dimensional consciousness symptom of being in a lower vibration, as is any illness, because obviously the chakra system becomes blocked, and there are some other factors that go into illness as well, like what you're putting inside of your body, your emotional state, and your vibration in general. All right, so if you need help with anything regarding your vibration or tuning into your frequency, you can contact me and I can tell you your best way forward so that you may maintain staying, I'm tuning in the radio here, tuned into your frequency of your twin flame, of your soul, and also maintaining this high vibrational state despite what's going on around you. So everyone else might be in third dimensional consciousness around you. And so there are a few tips and tricks that you might want to know about staying in a higher consciousness, even though you can still see people around you living in the matrix, as I like to call it. So I think I've given you enough today. Here's Cookie. We like to play with him because he's cool. Harry can't see me. He's gone. Thank goodness. I'm wishing you a beautiful day, night, afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are. And if you stayed this long, it means you love us. And I'm going to do a little competition. Whoever can guess Harry's age is going to win the Manifesting Twin Flame video. Okay? So if you go in the comments and guess Harry's age, whoever's the closest, if you don't get it exactly, will win. So I'll be drawing that, or not drawing that. I'll be telling you who won that in the next couple of days. All right. So have a guess and see. Tell me how old you think Harry is, and I'll be letting you know who the winner is. And so if you leave a comment in the comments saying, Harry's age, make sure, you look at your notifications regularly, because I will say whoever the winner is on YouTube, I'll comment on next to your comment, if that makes sense. Whew, as long as I know what's going on, that's all that matters, right? Oh dear. Welcome to Nat's world. She plays with toys and emojis. We love Harry though, don't we? Harry's he's so squishy. Like if you wash him, he kind of gets... Alright, he doesn't like me doing that. Sorry, Harry. But he is really soft. And that's the thing I like about him. I think amongst all this cheekiness here on the outside, there's this softness, kind of like divine masculine on the inside, right? So don't forget to comment. How old do you think Harry is? Whoever gets the closest will win how to manifest your twin flame video. All right. Mwah. I'm going to go. I love you all. Have a beautiful day, night, afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are. And, hang on, Donkey's here. Quickly say hello to him. He's going to bite my finger. And, wow, look at his eyes. He says, look into my eyes. Oh, wow, we love Donkey. Ready? Mwah. All right. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye.